Hey there, woman of worth. As promised, we'll be reviewing how finding a passion with a long fuse will, eventually, catapult you into the C-suite. We've all heard that following your passion leads to success. But what if passion isn't something you find? What if it's something you build, slowly, stubbornly, and with heart? Perhaps deceptively, passion isn't like lightning, it's a much steadier burn, like coals. Angela Duckworth found that passionate people don't necessarily start with an all-consuming fire. Instead, they develop passion over time by combining personal interest with increasing commitment. They engage, experiment, deepen their expertise, and, eventually, fall in love with their craft. For women like Claire, this is a liberating idea. Many of us feel left behind because we haven't found our calling. But what if your future expertise isn't something you discover? It could be something you grow into, one meaningful project at a time. Passion isn't always love at first sight. Duckworth observed that passion for one's work rarely arrives fully formed. It starts as curiosity. You try something, it clicks, you keep going. Over time, you get better, and the better you get, the more invested you feel. This makes passion less like fireworks and more like embers, small sparks that grow with attention. For women balancing careers, caregiving, or complex identities, this is critical. You don't need to feel obsessed from day one. You just need to stay open and pay attention to what keeps pulling you back. Let's look at Claire and how her passion evolved. Early in her career, she was energized by the variety of her role in communications. But after her second child, she returned to work feeling disoriented. What she once enjoyed felt fragmented, and her confidence dipped. Instead of chasing a whole new direction, Claire started small. She noticed she felt most engaged when working on systems that improved team performance. She began volunteering for these kinds of projects. That interest became a strength. Her strength became a specialization. And now, 3 years later, Claire's building a reputation as a strategic process leader. She didn't find her passion, she built it. Grit needs a reason to persist. It isn't just about perseverance, it's about persevering for something that matters. Duckworth calls this passion with purpose. When women define success on their own terms and link it to their values, they're more likely to stay the course, even when things get hard. That's the secret to sustainable grit. For Claire, the shift came when she realized that optimizing team systems helped working parents reclaim time. That connection made the work feel more than operational. It felt meaningful. She wasn't just implementing tools. She was restoring hours, reducing stress, improving quality of life. Better still, her preliminary proof of concept was finding an extra 2 hours per week to enjoy with her own family. That's true purpose, and it fuels staying power. An abiding conviction in the merit of your work is the ticket to overcoming the under-earning trap. Under-earning is rarely about lack of capability. More often, it's about emotional disconnection from one's value. Many high-potential women hesitate to charge more, ask for promotions, or switch roles because they're not sure what they truly care about, or believe their work matters. Building passion over time rewires this internal narrative. It connects the dots between effort and meaning. When you believe in the why behind your work, you become far more likely to advocate for your worth. This is eventually what turned the tide for Claire. As she gained traction in process improvement, she didn't just become better, she became bolder. She spoke up in leadership meetings, she pitched a new role, and within 6 months, she was offered a position with both higher pay and greater scope, and which quickly resulted in increased visibility. Passion fuels voice. Voice fuels earnings. Many high-earning women didn't start with a clear path. What set them apart wasn't initial certainty. It was sustained exploration. They kept asking, what am I curious about? What am I committed to becoming excellent at? Where can I make the most meaningful impact? Eventually, they became a high-earning woman through finding their sustainable passion. These are mastery questions, and mastery leads to authority. Authority leads to value recognition. This is how women shift from undervalued contributors to being in-demand leaders. Claire's journey isn't rare. It's simply uncelebrated. We tend to spotlight meteoric success stories and ignore the simmering ones. But high earnings often come from mastery built slowly, strategically, intentionally. Passion doesn't have to feel ecstatic. Sometimes it feels like choosing to keep going, even when progress is quiet. Actionable steps for professional women. 1. Trace your energy. Each week ask, what lit me up? What drained me? The patterns reveal passion in disguise. 2. Pick one thread. Don't overhaul your career. Choose one interest you'd like to explore more deeply in the next 90 days. 3. Talk about it. Share what excites you with your manager or mentor. Invite their input on ways to develop that skill or role. 4. Name the why. Ask, why does this matter to me? Who does it serve? How does it connect to the kind of leader I want to be? 5. Use curiosity as currency. Instead of waiting to feel certain, let questions guide your next step. This keeps you moving. 6. Create a passion portfolio. Document moments of engagement, insights, ideas, or feedback that signal where you shine. Review it monthly. 7. Ask for aligned opportunities. Say yes to projects that deepen your interest, even if they're stretch assignments. Reflective exercise. In the Module 4 PDF or in your journal, write on the following questions. What's something I've returned to again and again, even when no one was watching? What do I find engaging enough to struggle through learning curves or initial awkwardness? How can I turn a current interest into a deeper area of expertise? What value or impact do I want my passion to create in the world? See you in the next chapter of Your Rise in Part 3, in which we examine how, when growth slows, grit starts working.